I'm looking forward to talking to you further about energy management so that you can function at your best and get more out of life. What with work, family, friends, health, hobbies, time for you, how do you actually manage to fit it all in? There's been so much talk about how to manage your time more productively, more effectively, more efficiently. And yet, in our modern world, we're busier and busier, more stressed, more overweight, and more pushed for time than ever before. Where are we going wrong? What have we missed? The key is it's got to be about energy management, not just time management. Sometimes it's about flipping how we look at it. We don't have enough time for exercise, and yet it's got to become a priority for us to get the most out of every day. So over the next few weeks, I'm looking forward to sharing with you the 7 ways to dramatically increase your energy. Right, let's get started. I know your time is limited. So the first tip, energy tip number 1, is get active. We've all heard it. Get half an hour exercise every day. So why aren't we doing it? According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 68% of men and 75% of women have low levels of exercise. What you must do is actually make a commitment to yourself. And if you're not very good at that, perhaps making a commitment to a colleague to partner with them. And just try for the next 7 days, half an hour exercise each day. Make sure it's an exercise that you enjoy, because that's going to keep your motivation up. And I get it. I was like you. 7 years ago, I wanted to exercise daily, but I just didn't have the time. And it wasn't until I had a leg operation that part of the recovery was 30 minutes of walking a day. I had no idea how I was going to do it because I didn't have the time for exercise as it was. But you know what? It's one of those things, when it becomes a priority and you have to do it, you find the time. So for me, it turns out it was never about the exercise and it was never about the time. It was actually about my priorities. I found the time. I got up earlier and I exercised for those 14 days that I had to. And then I realised if I could do it for 14 days, I could keep going. And 7 years later, I'm getting up earlier, walking longer, and feeling even better. So the tips for you: make a commitment. Plan the time you'll exercise, how long, and even the days of the week. And if you can find an exercise buddy, that can make a big difference. Looking forward to talking to you next week with energy management tip number 2.